Okay, everybody, this is Scott, and this is a new video player. Well, it's not really a new video player, but well, you'll see what it does. Alright, so this is the sample URL. As you see, it's just vid.php, and nothing happens. We have the MPEG-4 or video window, and we don't have the video working. So let's start off with something simple. We're going to add our first value, which is U, which is short for URL. So we're going to add that from over here. So I'm going to put in a query string U. Okay, and now we see it is 6 minutes 19 seconds, so now we have a video. Alright, cool. The second value we're going to add is ampersand T, and that's going to be the title. Once we add the title, then that shows up. Now, one cool thing about this is it maintained its aspect ratio no matter how you scale it. So if we do this and this and this and this and this, woo! So no matter how big you make it, and watch, even when you get short, the title scales down. How tall or wide you make your window, it should always fit within reason. Actually, it should always fit no matter what. It may get to the point where you can't really watch it anymore, but at least it will work. Alright, so that's those two values we're using here. It's the U value, which is going to be your source for the MPEG-4, and T, which is that. By default, the resolution, which in this case is 16 by 9, is your default. MPEG-4 is also your default video format. So if we just do that, we eliminate the title, and it's going to give us just that. Alright, so let's do one other one. So let's switch to, I believe this is Vimeo. Alright, so with that we're going to put in our source, which is U. And that is just going to be the Vimeo ID. Alright, so we're going to delete that and paste in this. And we'll see that nothing happens because it doesn't know how to handle the U. So far it thinks this source is U, and that doesn't work. If we look at the source code, we're going to see, scroll down, the source is U, and that's just that numeric value. So we have a second parameter we need to add, which is the type. So, or the video type, and this VT, short video type, is Vimeo. So now if we hit that, there we go, we see that it's Vimeo. Alright, so now it's working. So if we look at the source code now, we see that it is iframe, and then we get the full Vimeo source code there. Alright, so, or Vimeo URL there, or Vimeo iframe. Alright, one other thing we want to do is the title, and that is ampersand T like the other one, and that equals things to come. And we see our title over there on the right. Okay, so pretty easy for that. Alright, now let's switch over to YouTube. So again, we're going to delete this. We're going to do our source, which is the YouTube ID, and that's all we're taking, so we don't have to copy in the full embed code. So that's our YouTube ID, and we're going to put in our title, which is Overwatch Infiltration. There's our title. And again, let me hit return. Still no, oh, we're getting an error. Ooh, whatever happened to there. Alright, we need to add our question mark here. There we go. Now, it still thinks that it's an MPEG-4, so we need to add a video type to that. And our video type is going to be YouTube, or YT for short. So there, now that it thinks it's YouTube. Alright. And let's see, a resolution, which we're going to add anyway, but we don't really need to, is 16 by 9. It's going to default to that anyway. So 16 by 9. Let me press this. Yay, YouTube. Wow, that is super loud. And the same thing applies. Now, on YouTube videos, you see these black bars. That's because the guys over at YouTube always encode, whether it's widescreen, with the black bars at the top and bottom. So yeah, so it always defaults to an encoded 16 by 9, therefore adding the black bars. So we change our resolution, we're going to get that because that's the way that YouTube chooses to do it. Alright, let's see, we got one more. Did we do this? MPEG-4. Oh yeah, let's do one more where we have another YouTube video. Let's pick another YouTube source here. Alright, now this one is standard, so this is kind of cool. We're going to change the video URL. So with this one, not the video URL, we're going to change the dimension. So right now this is widescreen, so now I'm going to change it to a standard screen. Alright, so this is an old video, so this is using the old 3x4 TV resolution. So I'm going to paste in the YouTube URL there, and let's see what happens. Alright, so we see Sky King, and now we'll see black bars on the right and left hand side. Now we're not going to see the black bars on the right hand side with thumb, not until we click the video. And there we go. Now black bars, black bars. All right. So we can get rid of most of that by adding a resolution value. So here we're going to do resolution. At the end of it here, resolution, and it is STND, which is standard. Bloop. All right, and now when we hit play, they're smaller because it's not quite standard resolution, but we're getting closer. You can add different images to change this. So we can change this to PAL if we're doing British stuff. And that's pretty close. We can do wide. And that's really not going to work. And 16:9, which again is the default. You don't have to add that if you're going to do 16:9. And let's take it back to standard STND. Okay. So yep, so that's how that works. Yeah, so the project's in GitHub. Well, actually, if you're watching this, it's linked to GitHub. So yeah, anyway, just wanted to make a video for that.